morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to BC 10. Today is Friday, October 23rd, 2020, and on this beautiful day, we're going to be talking about a variety of things, from the latest scoop on coronavirus to the next possible NBA star. So lace up your shoes and get ready to bounce.
Not too long ago, both presidential nominees for the 2020 election held a town hall on separate news channels. Many Americans believe after the first debate, both candidates looked like fools and should try to keep their image after the fiasco. Quoting CNN, "It was a huge mess for both parties and a disaster for politics as a whole." Post the cancellation of the second debate, both candidates used their town hall to boost their popularity and chances to hold the presidential office in 2020. With the election coming closer along, the third debate's conclusion, we shall soon see if incumbent President Donald J. Trump holds his seat in office, or will Joseph R. Biden be the 46th President of the United States. I'll see you at the polls.
First of the 2020 presidential debates between President Donald J. Trump and former Vice President Joe Biden.
Stand back and stand by.
Gentlemen, a lot of people have been waiting for this night, so let's get going.
Your son got $3.5 million.
And by the way,
Mr. President,
my son.
wait a minute. I would like you to let me ask my question, and then you can answer your
Go ahead.
question. President Trump,
Was the
waiting
worst
him,
part
not
of
me.
Obama.
Let me ask my question.
Well, I'll ask Joe.
Mr. As the moderator, sir, I'm going to make a
I know, but when
judgment call
somebody
here.
gets $3.5 million
Okay, great.
from the
Let's
mayor
talk
of
about-
Moscow,
let's talk
That is
about-
not
I think
true.
it's a terrible
That
thing.
report is totally
Why did he get
discredited.
it?
No,
He's
I'm
a
not asking.
person.
Okay.
That is
What
not
he
true.
did
Sir,
is he
you're done in
said
this segment.
he called the military
Mr. Vice
stupid
President,
I
and he
did
said
not
it on
say
tape.
Will you
Who is
shut
your
up, man?
president?
Now let's focus on the positive and less stressful moments near election time. Halloween. This upcoming Halloween is bound to be one that will go down in history. On Halloween night, the sky will be illuminated by a beautiful blue moon. So things this Halloween are about to get a whole lot spookier. But what really is a blue moon, how do they happen, and how often does a blue moon occur? A blue moon is an additional moon in a certain time period. For this specific blue moon, the time period is about 30 days or a month. The first blue moon this month of October was on the 1st, and now the second one is scheduled to appear on October 31st or Halloween night. Blue moons get their color from the dust and smoke in the atmosphere. They aren't extremely rare, but they occur about once every 2.5 years.
So for example, in October of 2020, the first full moon has already happened on October 1st, and the next upcoming full moon is going to happen on October 31st, making the full moon on Halloween a blue moon. But there are actually two definitions for blue moon. The second definition is a seasonal blue moon, when 4 full moons happen within the same season. But in this case, this upcoming Halloween is going to be a monthly blue moon. Can the moon actually look blue? And the answer is yes. It's a very rare event when the atmosphere has a lot of dust or smoke in it, causing reddish light to be scattered, leaving behind the blue light. Therefore, in the right conditions, the moon can appear a bluish tint.
Even though 2020 ruined a lot for us so far, it won't stop us from enjoying Halloween under a blue moon. But remember to be safe this Halloween and wear a mask. The coronavirus doesn't take days off.
Never leave out Norway. Norway has been known as a place of snow, mountains, and happy people, and is now going to add ferries to that list. In Trondheim, Norway, on October 16th, ferry travel would hit the city. This ferry will cut down run time from 15 minutes of walking to around 1 minute on a ferry. Not only is it going to speed up time, it's even self-driving. To call a ferry, it's just a click of a button away from being on and gone. It is even seen in other cities are going to follow it as well. CNN states, around the globe, more cities are turning to waterways for public transport. Bangkok plans to have 30 new ferries set up in service next year, along with 5,000 electric water taxis. New York even is going to have 5 boroughs, and even Uber is getting into the job, placing some in London. Thank you, Norway, but we now have to pass the spotlight to
The environment. I know most of you have heard something about plastic bags being harmful to animals and their habitats, but do you know what harmful really means in this case? In Nara, Japan, an entrepreneur created a plastic bag that wasn't harmful to the environment. How, you may ask? This Japanese man made his bags edible. In his town, deer were the sacred animal of Nara, and when 9 deer were found dead with plastic bags mangled in their stomachs, he knew he had to do something. He designed the bags to be consumable because he knew that we could not teach deer not to eat plastic bags, so he and his crew worked around that problem. They made bags, then tested them by giving them to humans, and surprisingly, they were consumed and digested without any problems. So the idea of the bags is to make them safe enough so if deer do end up mistaking the bags for a meal, then they would be able to consume and digest without any setbacks. Even a souvenir wholesale agent pitched in the help of the protection of the deer. That just goes to show how important the deer is to the people of Nara and the extents they would go in order to protect it.
There is a deer in the store. He bowed. Let me eat your paper. So you lost it. This is what you wanted. Look out behind you.
Concluding our list for today, basketball, but a new kid on the block may be joining LeBron James in the Hall of Fame. In fact, many begin to refer this man as the second coming of James. Chris Livingston, who is considered to be one of the best basketball players in his class and the best in his hometown of Arkansas City for about 2 decades, and is trying to go for pros. It won't be too long until he hits pros and schools his competition, and we won't wait to see him there. Boy, that was a slam dunk. Congratulations to this week's school, Baron Collier. Thank you, Baron Collier, for wearing your mask and keeping the tolls down.
As you can see, Baron Collier decorated their foreign language hallway with decorations for the Spanish holiday Death Day, which occurs on October 31st through November 2nd.
This concludes BC10 for today. Join us next week and we will continue on. See you. Good night.